Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out here poking around Lake Chickamauga and just trying to find some new areas. Having fun. Good fall day for sure. And overall, I'm getting really excited about 2026 and tournament fishing, and really stoked to get back into it. You know, this year was a good transition year between all the drama that happened last year and you know, getting back to tournaments. My heart wasn't like 100% in it this year fishing the Opens, but it was a good year in between. And I knew that I wanted to make some kind of change, you know, if things really didn't change as far as the Opens go. And I announced about a month ago that I had made the decision to go ahead and pay the deposits for the MLF Pro Circuit. You know, MLF brought back the Pro Circuit. You know, they moved away from the invitationals and they increased the payout on the top, you know, the first place prize, and now they're paying down to a third of the field, more exposure, a bunch of good stuff was part of that initial press release. The payouts weren't great initially, but now, you know, a combination of a new sponsor for the Pro Circuit and also a group of anglers working together with MLF, they got the pay scale to a really good spot where $10,000 checks are paid down to a third of the field. Phenomenal. Absolutely great news. And so that was kind of what sealed the deal on fishing the Pro Circuit. And I rewatched my announcement video when I announced that I was fishing the Pro Circuit, and I was a little bit disappointed because it didn't fully represent the decision-making process that I went through. It represented the decision-making process at that time within the last couple weeks of that time period, where at that point I was pretty much just between the Bassmaster Opens and the Pro Circuit. But it didn't represent a major player in my decision making, which was the MPFL. I ended up getting a lot of comments about that when I posted that video, and the MPFL 100% was part of you know, one of my top choices, honestly. And a lot of anglers are going over to the MPFL, and the MPFL for sure, without a doubt, really fits my style of fishing. You know, shallow water power fishing, the exclusion of forward-facing sonar, I think would benefit me overall. And I also got to meet the team behind the MPFL. You know, I met some of the ownership. Of course, Ken Duke is a great friend and ally of mine for many years. Love Ken, and obviously he has a big part in that league. And so I was very seriously considering fishing the MPFL, you know, this next year. And that was kind of earlier on. So like the ICAST time period, I was really thinking that that was the route that I wanted to take. But once MLF announced the Pro Circuit, that kind of overshadowed it a little bit. And it's not because I don't think the MPFL is better or as good as the Pro Circuit. There's just a lot of unknowns. That's really what it came down to for me with the MPFL. Is I feel like they're just, I didn't know, I hadn't fished any of the MPFL tournaments. I don't know how the league works. You know, there's not as much transparency as you know, I'd like. Not, it may be unintentional transparency. I just don't know enough about the league overall. And so that not knowing really kind of was what sealed the deal on me choosing to go to the Pro Circuit. But it wasn't because I didn't like the team that's behind the league or any of that stuff, because that's not the case at all. And I also like their format, you know, and think that, you know, potentially, who knows, we might fish there one day. I'm not sure, but it was definitely on the short list. I'm hoping I don't regret it. I don't think I will. You know, I think I'll really enjoy the Pro Circuit. It's a group of people, both the league and the anglers that I know, and that means a lot to me. Fishing someplace where I feel comfortable and know I'm going to have a good time. But I will say this: I've watched some coverage of the MPFL this year, and I think they do a great job. I really do. So yeah, it was a lot closer than I made it out to be in that last video that I did announcing that I was fishing the Pro Circuit. I would say that the MPFL, really, they were all so neck and neck. It was not an easy decision at all. It took me a long time to kind of vet everything out. So anyways, guys, just wanted to mention that because I've got a lot of questions about why I didn't choose the MPFL, or why I didn't even mention the MPFL as far as my decision-making process. And looking back at the video, I definitely did not, give it justice, give that option justice in that post. So anyways, guys, that's all I have to say about that. We've made our decision. We've paid our deposits. We're fishing the Pro Circuit next year, and I think we're going to have a really good time. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for caring about my tournament career, and I can't wait to get out there. Thank you guys. I'm going to see you out in the water. Trust the process.